News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris. There's your closing bell for this Tuesday on Wall Street, where stocks rose on strong earnings reports and a drop in oil prices offset a slide in shipmaker stocks. And we bring you the closing numbers each day here at Bloomberg. The S&P 500 gained 16 points. NASDAQ lost 55. The Dow gained 537 points. The 10-year Treasury yield at 4.6%, the 2-year yield at 4.27%. Crude oil moving lower now. WTI crude oil at $79 a barrel and Brent crude closing in on $84 a barrel. Apple became just the second company ever to achieve a $5 trillion market valuation. It did dip back below that threshold during the trading day, and it closed just shy of that threshold. It needed to hit $340.43. It is now at $340.08. Apple shares advanced at less than 1% on regular trading. The Philadelphia Semiconductor Index more than 4% lower, led by Micron, which fell more than 9% in regular trading. A sell-off in semiconductor stocks deepened as signs of progress in China's advanced chip making compounded worries about the sustainability of the AI spending boom. Mandeep Singh is global head of tech research for Bloomberg Intelligence.
It's the market expressing its nervousness around that negative free cash flow and really not enough ROI to justify all this increase. There is ROI. We saw that in Alphabet's print, but the market didn't feel like this was enough to give them a pass and, for the stock to go up.
Hear more from Mandeep Singh on the Bloomberg Intelligence podcast. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang on Capitol Hill today. He spoke with reporters during his visit to the Senate, emphasizing the importance of AI use.
The race for AI is for every company and every industry in America to adopt AI as quickly as possible. It's really about the diffusion of the technology into the economy. And so we all have to work hard to make sure we apply this great technology so that our economy can accelerate.
Wong also reportedly met with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick today as the Trump administration investigates potential violations involving NVIDIA chip exports to China. Axios reports it is not clear exactly what the men discussed. Washington today bidding farewell to longtime South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. President Trump gave the eulogy.
For more than 30 years, nothing of consequence happened in this Capitol without Lindsey Graham knowing about it. Nothing of significance happened anywhere in the world without Lindsey Graham having a view on it. And no bill became law in the most exceptional republic in human history without Lindsey Graham having a say in it.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also in attendance at Graham's funeral. Netanyahu and President Trump had a lengthy meeting at the White House. Bloomberg's Jerusalem correspondent Dan Williams.
This is their first meeting since they launched that war against Iran. The Israeli Prime Minister, at the very least, wants to close ranks with his chief ally, President Trump, to speak to Trump and make sure that the bilateral relationship is still on track, given Trump's obvious exasperation with so far failed attempts to wrest back control of the strategic Strait of Hormuz.
Bloomberg's Dan Williams on balance of power. A spokesman for Netanyahu says the U.S. and Israel are fully aligned on Iran and that Israel supports whatever path Trump chooses. Ahead of Senator Graham's funeral, a bipartisan group of senators announced an agreement to move forward on a highly anticipated Russia and Iran sanctions bill named in Graham's honor. The Senate is expected to move forward with a procedural vote on the bill after Graham's funeral service this afternoon. Zelensky is expected to be on Capitol Hill for that vote. The 15-year-old arrested after a shootout at a food festival near Seattle's Space Needle over the weekend was armed with what police say was a ghost gun. Those are privately made firearms that don't have serial numbers and are often purchased without a background check. Police say there were at least 3 suspects involved. One is under arrest, another was killed, and the third is at large. Coca-Cola shares gained 5% in regular sessions after the company raised its full-year outlook, bolstered by demand last quarter, while it served as a major major sponsor of the FIFA World Cup. Now, FIFA is working on a plan to raise as much as $4.2 billion from external investors through a new vehicle called FIFA Forward Enterprise. The proposed entity would initially be valued at about $20 billion. Joshua Kushner's Thrive Eternal is among the potential backers. Joshua Kushner is the younger brother of President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. In response, UEFA is considering a boycott of FIFA events, including the World Cup and the Club World Cup. That's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris, and this is Bloomberg.